Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you an unboxing plus on-feet video of the Umbro Speciali 4 Pro in two of the latest colorways. Now inside the box, all you get are the shoes themselves. They do not come with any extras, so I'll get these out of the box really quickly. And if you guys could take a second to leave a like on the video, it would be greatly appreciated. So here is a look at one, the Depths Blue and White colorway of the Speciali 4 Pro, and two, the black, shocking orange, and white colorway of the Speciali. So these are two of the latest colorway variations, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably wondering, where has Umbro been the last couple of months? They really haven't been available very often in North America, and they kind of just went on a bit of a hiatus, but they're back now. You can pick up either of these two colorways of the Speciali 4 Pro for between $140 and about $125, so they're relatively inexpensive as far as high-end kangaroo leather soccer shoes are concerned. So in today's video, we're going to kind of go over some of the tech specs. I'm sure some of you are familiar with this shoe, while others are not. Hasn't really been covered on the channel since it originally launched, which is about a year ago, I want to say now. It's a very, very good shoe, and there's lots to talk about here. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. And if you guys are interested in picking up either of these two colorways for yourself, check out the review page on my website, link down below in the description. You'll find the buy it now links there. To start things off, I just want to quickly go over the two colorway variations available in the Speciali 4 Pro. The first one is called Depths Blue and White, and honestly this navy blue base they have for the leather upper to me just looks absolutely incredible. You can see at the front where the shoe is actually kangaroo leather, it has a slightly shinier finish than the midfoot area, which is a synthetic material, so it's a little bit more matte, and then you have this really nice kind of shiny area going around the heel and midfoot, with kind of your Speciali branding right there at the bottom as well as on the side. So overall, just really like the simplicity of this color. You don't see navy blue used all that often on a pair of soccer cleats, and when they've accented it so simply with your white Umbro detailing, your white laces, the white liner, and then of course the entire white sole plate, to me this is just a really good looking shoe. One of my personal favorite colorways I've ever seen, honestly. I just really like this navy blue color. It's so different, and if you're looking for something that's going to stand out from the crowd but isn't necessarily going to be too vibrant, this is definitely one of those colorways to consider. Not to mention the Speciali 4 is also a really good shoe. The second colorway variation I have here is perhaps a little bit more subtle, but at the same time does not lack any kind of vibrancy. It's a mainly black upper, and then you have what Umbro calls shocking orange in the form of your Umbro logos on both the lateral and medial side. The laces are all shocking orange, and then of course the entire sole plate is also a very vibrant orange, so it really pops against that dark black background. Then you have your white detailing, your Speciali branding, a white Umbro logo right there. The heel liner is all white, and again, it's just a really simple but at the same time good looking colorway. Let me know down below in the comments, what is your favorite out of these two colorway variations? Like I mentioned, for me, I really like this Depths Blue colorway variation, but again, everyone's opinion will differ. As far as tech specs go, we're going to go over everything in today's video, but if you guys want more information on the overall fit, feel, and performance of the Speciali 4 Pro, be sure to check out the full written review on my website, linked down below in the description of this video. Now, as far as what this shoe is all about, this is more or less Umbro's heritage model, so something that is going to have a traditional kangaroo leather upper, but at the same time does not lack modern innovation, if you will. So at the front area, basically from this seam right here, wrapping all the way through the toe box and forefoot area up until this seam right here, you're getting a very high quality kangaroo leather. It's some of the nicest kangaroo leather you're going to find on any soccer shoe. I'm going to go as far as to say that it's nicer than what you find on the Tiempo Legend 5. It's just really nice, and honestly is right up to par with what you're going to get from a pair of Copa Mundials or something like that. So again, as far as leather quality is concerned, you're not getting a ton of it necessarily on this shoe, but what you do get is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to quality. It's nice and soft. You can see that when I push down on the upper, and it's got a nice thickness to it as well. Now from this seam back on both the lateral and medial side, it's made from a synthetic leather type of material. Honestly, not too far off from Kangalette. I would argue that it's not quite as soft, but you also have this A-frame cradle incorporated into the shoe. So you can see that you have this little exposed kind of synthetic piece. That's actually an underlay material, so you have an A frame right here, so it goes right from the base of the sole plate up until this lace hole. So when you pull the laces tight, this A-frame cradle that is inside the synthetic piece on the lateral and medial side through the midfoot of the shoe is going to hug your foot, lock it inside the shoe, and keep everything nice and kind of firmly locked in place. So when you are making those hard lateral cuts, it's going to feel very responsive. And unlike a lot of soft leather shoes, this one's not going to overstretch. It's going to maintain its nice tight fit while still giving you that nice soft touch and kind of comfortable custom feel in the forefoot and toe box area. The lacing system, as you can see, is slightly off-centered. It's pushed ever so slightly to the outside of the shoe, which honestly is something that I really like about it. It's not super noticeable. It's pretty close to central, but again, it is a little bit off to the side. You have a synthetic leather tongue that honestly isn't the softest material, but there is a memory foam insert there running through the middle, so you get a little bit of cushioning there. And what I like about this as well is that they have two little slits in the tongue for the laces to run through, so it's not going to slide around on you once you have the tongue kind of in place and the laces tied. Another thing that they've incorporated on this shoe that I wish more companies would include on their footwear, we see it on the new 11 Pro, is that they give you that extra lace hole option. You don't necessarily have to use it, but if you want to eliminate some of the slack to your laces or even want to have a really secure fit in the heel and ankle area, prevent any kind of slippage whatsoever, that extra lace hole really makes a big difference in terms of how the shoe is going to fit and how secure it's going to lock your foot inside of the shoe. Has about an average cut in the heel area, as you would expect from this style of soccer shoe. The heel liner is a perforated synthetic leather material with a good amount of padding. It feels nice and solid. And as far as the insole is concerned, it is fully removable. Just pull it out for you guys really quickly here. Unfortunately, they put a sticker there, which I did not successfully remove yet. But anyways, you got your Umbro branding right there, two colors, the same colors you're going to find on the shoe. Again, it's kind of like this dimpled synthetic leather, really, really nice quality, a nice solid piece of foam. And then you're going to find your pour-on insert in the heel, as well as in the forefoot and toe area. So as far as insoles go, it's nice and solid and provides some really good step-in comfort. Moving on to the outsole, actually you do have an internal plastic heel counter, something worth mentioning. And then the outsole, as you can see, is kind of like a separated one-piece plastic outsole. So I say separated because you have this little exposed area right there. There still is plastic underneath. It's not completely exposed or anything like that. Then you have this little stiffener beam, kind of T90 Laser 3-esque, Laser 2-esque, I should say, as far as what this is all about. But again, it's just there to provide that little bit of extra stiffness, which it does successfully. And then you have a pretty straightforward stud pattern. It's very similar to what you get from the Nike Tiempo Legend. I would say some of the older models as opposed to the newer ones. The studs themselves are conical in shape in the forefoot, 2 support bladed studs in the middle, and then 4 bladed studs in the heel, as you guys can see. The studs are not overly long as far as firm ground stud patterns are concerned. So for the most part, because they're a little bit shorter in length as well as a lot larger in terms of their surface area, this is a really good stud pattern option for those that are going to be playing on firm natural grass playing surfaces as well as harder ground playing surfaces. So again, if you find that the studs that you're using are a little bit too aggressive, something like this is going to keep you nice and low to the ground and still provide excellent traction. So as far as stud patterns go, this is definitely a winner, and one that, like I said, is going to be better suited for hard ground playing surfaces, which is not always the case with a lot of firm ground shoes. As far as weight goes, the Speciali 4 Pro is not going to blow anybody away with how light it is, but with that being said, it certainly isn't going to weigh you down either. So I'm going to weigh this pair for you today in real time. Keep in mind this is a brand new pair in a size 9 US. Going to throw it on the scale, and you can see that they weigh in at essentially 9.5 ounces. So they aren't quite as light as something like a Tiempo Legend 5. It's in a similar weight category to that of the 11 Pro 2 from Adidas. So again, it's kind of an average weight for a high-end soccer shoe, but more or less what you would expect in terms of a weight range for this style of soccer shoe with a kangaroo leather upper. So again, if you're looking for this style of shoe, most likely weight is not your major concern, and it really shouldn't be the deciding factor if you're planning on getting a pair of Speciali 4 Pros. So for the most part, they're as light as they should be if you ask me, and still maintain a nice solid feel. So that's pretty much it for the weigh-in portion of this video, and I move on next to a quick on feet so you can get a better idea as to how these shoes fit, and of course what the sizing is like. Alright, here's a look at the Specialis on feet, and from right out of the box they are quite comfortable, but at the same time they're also very stiff, so there is break-in time required with this particular shoe. The leather area at the front is very, very soft and just feels really nice against your foot, but give it some break-in time, it'll soften up even further and stretch to the exact shape of your foot, while the midfoot area of the shoe, which is 100% synthetic, like I said, just feels a little bit stiff from right out of the box, but surely will soften up after some wear time. In terms of the overall fit of the shoe, it's not a narrow fit shoe. It's pretty medium or pretty average in width pretty much all the way through. It doesn't have a really kind of curvy shape like you see from a lot of Nike and Adidas models right now. It's pretty much one width all the way through, which again is not necessarily a bad thing. So you got about an average width through the midfoot and forefoot and even in the toe box area. So again, it's going to be suited for a very good variety of foot shapes. And as long as you don't have excessively wide feet through the midfoot, this is one of those shoes that should fit pretty much everybody quite comfortably. In terms of sizing, I'm wearing my usual size 9 US here, and the fit and the length is pretty much perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair of these for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size for the best possible fit. Alright guys, that's it for my unboxing of the Umbro Speciali 4 Pro. This is one of those shoes that you just don't see all that often, and it's not necessarily because it's a bad shoe. That is not the case at all. It's a really, really good performer and extremely high quality as far as kangaroo leather soccer shoes go. It's just one that isn't available in too many places. But like I said, if you're in North America, we're looking at a pair of Umbros. You now have the opportunity to buy a pair for yourself. Again, if you want more info on the overall performance, because this is a really good shoe that if you're interested in, I definitely recommend learning more about. Check out the review page on my website, linked down below in the description. You'll find the full written review. You'll find the high quality images that'll give you a better idea as to how these actually do look in person. And you'll also find buy it now links with the best prices online, allowing you to pick these up well below their retail price. So be sure to go ahead and check that out. If you have any questions at all regarding the Speciali 4 Pro, be sure to leave your questions down below in the comment section. And also let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing more Umbro products, as they are now more readily available in North America as of the last couple of weeks. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all of my social media information down below in the description as well. And other than that guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.